esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Hello, world, and welcome back to that big event right here. It is the Chosen Championship 2023. We are into the finals already, and what a tournament this has been. Right from Friday when the journey began to Saturday when the 32 players that made it into FIFA began. Mortal Kombat players, of course, came up against each other as well. And today, where Tekken tournament also happened, we are very down to the grand finals of matches. In fact, for the FIFA, we are in the semi-final stage. We are in the last four, and the last four coming up against each other. It's going to be in that first match. We're going to have Wonder Kid, yes, Frank Nipapo of Virtual Union, that great undisputed player who, of course, always comes up in that top 5 of almost every player, is in the building. He came out of retirement ready for this tournament, and he is already on his way into that champion's seat. But then he needs to clear off this very big obstacle of Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports team, and that match looks to be a very juicy one coming up in a few moments right there. Let's take a look at their journey. My name is Vespa Kufisapon. I've been your host for this event, and I've been doing this with my brother Kwergu.
So I'm super excited for this one. Can't wait for this one to begin. Wonder Kid versus Guy Kobe. You don't want to see anything else.
Yeah, but then let's take a quick look at how they made it through from the round of 16th stage to the last 4 stage. So quickly, in Nick Papo's round of 16 match, he came up against La Vista, and that match seemed to be a very big match because in recent times,
paper, it looked like it was going to be very tough.
Very difficult, because in recent times La Vista has risen to his prime. He even at a point represented Ghana all the way in Ivory Coast in one tournament.
Came in third as well.
Came in third, so he came in as a big player in this tournament, and he came up against Wonder Kid, but then
the VU man working wonders everywhere. Wonder Kid on a stroll.
Well, as much as he tried, Wonder Kid pipped him to a 3-0 victory on aggregate, over the 2 legs. And so Wonder Kid then progressed into the round of 8. And in that round of 8, he came up. Pardon me. Sorry. Let me bring this correction through. It was in the round of 8 where Wonder Kid rather faced La Vista. In his round of 16th match, he came up against NK of Play Province, and it was a messy sight. He went rampaging 6-0. The scoreline was at the end of the 2 legs. And so yes, that was the round of 16 match. Apologies for the earlier error. So yes, Wonder Kid 6-0 against NK. Did you expect that scoreline?
Not really, because he wasn't too dominant in the early stages of the group stages. I must say, on day one, it looks like he was struggling. He was at the bottom of the group. Then all of a sudden, the VU man took his way to the top of the group. So he ended very strongly. And facing NK, I knew what was at stake for NK. I thought he was up for it, but Wonder Kid just has something on his mind, and he completely blew the tie off.
Of course, it was a complete disassembling, a humiliation of a scoreline right there, 6-0. Well, and so he moved on to face La Vista, which ended in 3-0, and then that gave him the spot in the final 4. Now let's look at Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports. So Guy Kobe came up against Evans of Modern Row, that team all the way from Kumasi. In fact, kudos to them for even having made it into that stage. I really doff my hat for them. But then Guy Kobe proved too strong of an opponent for Evans, and he actually went rampaging as well. It was a 4-1 victory at the end of the day, and he moved then into the round of 8, where in that quarter-final fixture between him and Kingsford. Is that Montana, right?
A big game, yeah. Montana, Convict Records Esports.
Montana of Convict Records. The 99 Demons and One God player Montana couldn't face up to Guy Kobe. Of course, Guy Kobe, he's been one of the best in the country for several years, and it's surprising how each time he claims he's in retirement. In fact, these two players, they are very suspicious. But then let's move on.
It's intriguing to see the way Guy Kobe has made it this far. Yeah. I mean, from the group stages, he was also 50-50. I wouldn't say as dominant as we'd expect, because once this guy comes into a tournament, you're expecting him, be in the final. Guy Kobe didn't have it all his way in that group stages, and then he made his way into the round of 16 against Evans in that round of 16 tie. I must say, the Kumasi players, they are unpredictable. You don't really have much dates on them because you don't face them in these big tournaments, but Guy Kobe prevailed. And against Montana, we know how good he's been this year, and of course, Guy Kobe proved that the OGs are still relevant.
Definitely, the OGs. Guy Kobe winning that fixture against Montana by 4-1 as well, and that then gave him the berth in the round of, the final four players. So we are ready to go into that match now. Wonder Kid versus Guy Kobe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an iconic match. These two have come up against each other several times, and they always still want to get more. They have even played together in partnering in 2v2 tournaments, so they really know each other. What are the stakes? I want your prediction.
You put me on the spot once again.
Yes, I do.
Now, if we are going to follow recency bias, they faced each other in the group stages. Guy Kobe had the better of Wonder Kid. I've heard the chatter between the two. They faced each other so many times. I think Wonder Kid has the upper hand when it comes to head-to-head affairs. But Guy Kobe looks to be on top form. I'm probably going to say it's going to be a difficult one, but I've got Guy Kobe winning this one on penalties.
All right, so we are roaring, getting ready to go. But then we are live on the EsportsGhana YouTube channel. If you're on the channel, kindly share this. This is the Chosen Championship brought to you by Gold Gaming Standards, the Esports Association of Ghana, and of course Digital Diaspora with our several partners and collaborators. Let's get ready to go into the match. But then bring your prediction through on the live stream. I want to read them out live, even as the game is starting now. So if you haven't shared the link, please, you have not done well. Share the link. Let the friends and family, the gaming community, say it to your grandpa and your grandma. Let them watch what is happening. There's an evolution happening. Gaming is taking center stage. Esports is on the rise. So it's better you jump on now. So please share the link all abroad to your bosses, CEOs, your workers, everybody. Let's witness this very historic match now coming up. It is the semi-final match between Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports team and Wonder Kid of Virtual Union. Let's go.
Well, here we go. Well, I feel like Fabrizio at the moment breaking this news to you. Here we go. The much anticipated semi-final of the Chosen Championship is finally underway. Wonder Kid in the blue, PSG coming up against Guy Kobe, Osmos Esports in the white of Paris Saint-Germain as well. I must say, they face each other so many times, so they both know each other so well. It could be cagey, but it also could be very, very flexible. We could see a lot of goals, but we are here for everything. Sometimes I feel like we're even selfish when we say we want more of Guy Kobe and Wonder Kid. They've given us so much, but we are ready to go. Wonder Kid starting off very hot, taking his time to build up that play. Ramos, a driven pass, finding Sanchez, testing the waters early on. We'll see if that works out for him. At that pass cut out by Sergio Ramos in that midfield once again. We've spoken about how good Sergio Ramos is in that midfield. We've also spoken about his weaknesses. But one thing we didn't point out, when you have those German crosses going in, if you trigger Sergio Ramos into the box, he is going to win that header. So I'm looking at both players kind of capitalizing on the fact that Sergio Ramos has that height to be able to be doing so well in those areas.
Well, I guess that's a new revelation. I'm getting to just know about that, and well, let's see if they really can unlock that ability of Sergio Ramos to the advantage. But then let's get on the stream. There's some interesting predictions coming through so far. Well, Drizzy Gaming, big ups to you. He says both players are very good. King K coming through with the fire emojis. L Clipper says these two, and he's added the love emoji and of course those teary eye emojis. Jesus Miller says what up. Well, what up to you as well. And K says Wonder go win 4-1. Now that's a big statement there from MK.
And K also feels Wonder Kid, so
definitely
he kind of knows what he's talking about.
Yes. Well, King K also says Guy Kobe is going to win 2-1. And White Smart says 4-4 it's going to be the ending scoreline, and then they go on penalties.
Thinking like me, I'm also feeling like they might go on penalties.
Well, Mulish,
it's such a close game.
Mulish is also on the stream. Wow, big ups to you, Mulish. He also got into that final 8. He says Kobe is winning 2-1, and Selong Bedema Sali says 1-1 is going to be the scoreline. So let's just get back into the game now.
Mixed predictions coming in there. It's understandable. You just don't have anything to separate both guys, but we have to separate both guys. It's just the children championships. We want a winner. We want to find the chosen one, and we are on our way. Guy Kobe on the ball now. Verratti returns it to Ramos. Guy Kobe's first real attack of the game, and they could find him his first goal. Well, the pass into Messi, well intercepted. Kimpembe, Wonder Kid at the right place at the right time. I'm looking out for how these guys defend against each other, because they faced each other so many times. But when it comes to FIFA 23, the number of ways in which you can score, they are so many, and I'm wondering how many of these guys are going to adapt to the new system. Verratti. Here comes Guy Kobe once again, taking his time, breaking down that play. Possession football is so important. FIFA 23, you have to take your time, build up those chances, and when you get them, you have to be as clinical as you can be. We saw Guy Kobe when he played in his semi-final match, very ruthless against Evans, and I'm expecting
it was a quarter-final actually.
The same from him in that quarter-final fixture. But Wonder Kid is no slouch either, as Guy Kobe with the first chance, well, just came a bit too early. Neymar making that run a bit too early, and the linesman says that was illegal. That's not the first goal of the game, but
his joy has been cut short. He looked to be celebrating.
It's a strong warning to Wonder Kid that if he doesn't take his time, well, Guy Kobe can just break through that defense at any point in time. Brilliant reverse elastico to get away from his marker. Wonder Kid probing, but the pass not the best, and Verratti in the way this time around. 5 minutes to go, first half in our first leg. Very cagey as expected. Wonder Kid, Guy Kobe, nothing to separate both sides. Both guys going at it really hard. There's 5,000 CDs up for grabs in the chosen championships, and everybody is poised for this one. Sanchez.
I think I know who's going to win this. I have read from the oracles.
Professor Vespa is ready now, but
Wonder Kid.
Let's see what happens to the final attack of the first half. But the referee says enough is enough. You guys have seen enough in the first half, but judging from this first half, you can tell both of these guys know each other so well. They kind of know where the other is going. It's going to take some brilliance to be able to beat another.
Exactly, it's going to take some sheer brilliance, and most often it's those very fine little details that will be able to separate them. Maybe an error from the other is what is going to prove costly, and well, I think Wonder Kid is going to win this. That is my prediction.
Well, it's very interesting to see, because these two guys have been around for so long. Now, when you mention Wonder Kid, usually the first thing that comes to mind is serial winner. But when you talk about his gameplay, a lot of people attribute his gameplay to his attacking style. He's so fluid in attack, can almost do every single thing. But Guy Kobe has been known for his defense. I've heard a lot of people play, when you face this guy, you are going to sweat when trying to score against him. And I'm looking forward to another defensive masterclass from Guy Kobe. But remember, Wonder Kid's attack is still as sharp as ever. But with 55 minutes gone, nothing really on the attacking end from both teams. Honestly, Wonder Kid still struggling to break that defense down, but he's coming up against Guy Kobe, so yeah, it's kind of understandable. Switching the play, bad pass from Kimpembe, leaves the defense wide open. Can Guy Kobe capitalize? Looking to find Mbappe, but the Frenchman is there once again with a big block. I must say that Marquinhos and Kimpembe partnership at the back for PSG is a very strong one. They're two quick players, two quick defenders who can really defend against the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. That is why these teams go for PSG, and this could be that first goal from Guy Kobe. Surely he's going to finish it. Does find the finish, the near post of the goalkeeper. The man from Osmos Esports draws first blood in our first semi-final. Guy Kobe really noticed where Wonder Kid was going to shift the goalkeeper to, and did justice.
Well, justice is indeed the right word to describe how he took that opportunity, and kudos to Guy Kobe. Well, being very smart. Like I said, it was going to take those fine details to actually, get in the goals, and he has unlocked one of that, and kudos to him. Well, Wonder Kid is now really sitting on the edge, but mind you, it's a home and away fixture right here.
Fights Mbappe, he could make a 2-year bearing down the goal. Lovely turn, smashes it into the net. The man from Osmos Esports strutting his stuff now. When Mbappe is on that run, you know you are in trouble. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, had the composure, broke it down, went around the goalkeeper, smashing it into the empty net. 2-0, Guy Kobe in a very, very healthy lead.
Now, that is indeed the definition of composure and its raw element. I mean, look at how he was able to just calm the ball down around the goalkeeper and slot in coolly. It takes the best of the best to actually be able to, hold it together when they get into such positions and not let the nerves get to you. But kudos to Guy Kobe. Hey, and one decade, my prediction is a stake. Anyway.
Well, now some insights. Last time these two guys faced in a tight competition like this, we saw them in that Nivea tournament. I think you were on that Nivea tournament.
Yes, I was.
Guy Kobe managed to get the better of one kid in that final game as well. So maybe recency bias is kind of favoring Guy Kobe, and it's coming to play here. You can tell he knows what he's doing. He's creating all the clear-cut chances. He's beating him with those two balls. We saw the highline from one kid not really working well for him, and when you've got Mbappe leading the line for you, he's always dangerous. Those two balls are always going to spear through that defense, and it has been rewarded. Guy Kobe leading very, very strongly. 2-0. About 15 minutes to go. Wonder Kid in a lot of trouble, but he's faced this situation before. The VU Juju man has been in such situations before. What are you looking for him to really change if he's looking for a way back into the game?
It's really difficult at this moment. I really don't know what he can do, because he looks to have been overwhelmed by Guy Kobe, and he might not be even thinking straight at this point. But then he needs to just hold it together, gather that mental strength to be able to come back from this. Because going down by 2-0 against Guy Kobe is not easy, because he's still going to hold his defense tight. So it's going to be difficult.
Well, Vespa just can't seem to even know where this game is going right now, and I kind of agree with him. Wonder Kid's so unpredictable in situations like these. He's down by 2, but it could switch at any moment in time. But Guy Kobe in healthy leads like this, we've seen him hold his own and really close out these games. He could even make it 3 here with 5 minutes to go. Guy Kobe, very, very strong. Sanchez returns into Mendes. Surely he's going to look to seal out this first leg. A very, very strong performance from the man from Osmos Esports, but he gives the ball away and gives that final chance to Wonder Kid. And is the VU Juju man going to do anything about it? The aggressive Sergio Ramos in the way for Guy Kobe, but
Beautiful.
Also looking to grab the third. Gives the ball cheaply to Wonder Kid, who grabs that final attack of the game, Neymar. Well, the ball rose good surely with a brilliant pass, but the run came a bit too early. Referee says enough is enough. We are done with that first leg. Guy Kobe has 1 foot in the final. Very, very impressive performance, I must say. Guy Kobe, really, really direct with the way he was playing. Not really taking too many risks, direct, getting those 2 balls. I think he realized that Wonder Kid was playing a high line. He kept hitting him with those 2 balls, and Mbappe up front kind of paid the dividends.
Well, like I said, I was going to take those fine margins to actually unlock the goals. But then Kobe has done well. He's really taking a hold on to Wonder Kid at this moment. He's put him on ransom, and Wonder Kid is actually battling for his life. Now, you mentioned that he has a foot in there. I think he has a foot and a half already in there, because, if Kobe's leading you by 2-0,
but it's Wonder Kid. It's the VU Juju man. He's the most decorated player in the Ghanaian FIFA esports scene. If we want someone to make a comeback, we are going to him. And Definitely. If we want someone to also hold the lead, we are going to Guy Kobe. So it's
now to remind you viewers that these 2 athletes are also members of the national e-football team. Yes, they have represented the nation on international stages.
Level. They were the last two to also represent the nation on the international level as well.
They've played in the playoffs and all of that, facing other nations. So these are just no 2 ordinary players. These are the creme de la creme of players of FIFA in Ghana. So I still wouldn't cast out Kid yet. I still believe he can make it, but I was just only saying that with this scoreline on paper, Kobe has a foot and a half already in the finals. But then let's see if the Juju man can, chant and incur some magic and some black magic and white magic or whatever it is he can get out of his brain, of his pocket. Let's see as we go into the second leg.
Well, looking at that second leg, I'm looking at the first 20 minutes. How is Wonder Kid going to attack the game? Is he going to go all out aggressive, or is he going to maintain the shape that he started with? Because in situations like
tell us about the shapes. What shapes is right on the screen?
Wow. Looking at how Guy Kobe shaped up in that first leg, you could tell he went to that 4-3-2-1, but he could switch things up a bit with now that he's got that upper hand. He could probably go to that 5-back formation, which has been so popular this year. The 5-4-1 formation, very, very strong. Wonder Kid will have to come out aggressive aggressive. So we could probably see him go for the press. He could get his players more into the box of Guy Kobe, and it could cause a lot of damage. I'm looking forward to those first 20 to 30 minutes.
Watch this.
How is he going to approach that game?
Watch this. Kobe is increasing his width, and Kid is decreasing his width. Wow, what an interesting game this is going to be.
There's going to be mind games in the final leg. Well, there's a lot at stake here. Both guys know what they're all about. I must say, the second leg is going to be very, very difficult. I think the game can be won or lost for Guy Kobe in those 30 minutes. Because if Wonder Kid grabs a goal in those 30 minutes, well, momentum has completely shifted to the VU Jujuman side, and he could capitalize on that, grab a first goal, put a lot of pressure on Guy Kobe, and also hurt him. But Guy Kobe, experienced athlete, he knows what he's all about. This is the big stages. He's the man for these big stages. And if you want someone who can consistently go at Wonder Kid, in fact, looking at Wonder Kid's career, there are not too many people that we can say go outright and say have beaten Wonder Kid.
Hold on, just
one of those.
Hold on, just yet. Yes, there we have them in the in shots right there. The gamers, Guy Kobe on the far right, and then of course Wonder Kid just sitting next to him with his dreadlocks. He needs to really pull something out of those dreadlocks today.
We are underway in that second leg. Wonder Kid now in the all-white strip, still rocking with the Paris Saint-Germain team, and Guy Kobe, who's got a very strong hold on this one, goes with that blue kit. Here's now the home team with a very clear advantage, leading by 2-0. We'll see how he's able to hold this one out with Wonder Kid pulling up all the forces against him. 6 minutes gone, still testing out the waters. It is a two-legged tie, and we are in the second leg. We are almost there of finding out who is going to be our first finalist of the Chosen Championships FIFA 23 tournament. Here comes Kid with probably his first attack of the game, not the way he would have loved to start it. And Guy Kobe, so far, what I've seen from Guy Kobe within these first 10 minutes is once he wins the ball back, he's not going to go and attack like he did in that first game. He's going to take his time, find the open man that he can, and still break the game down. You can tell with the way he's passing, not rushing into anything, finding the most open player he can, Marquinhos, into Ramos. Well, Guy Kobe still holding on to the ball. He's held on to the ball like 5 minutes now until he gives the ball away. Commentators guess maybe playing a factor in there, but
well, you called for it. You called for it, and there you have it.
Sometimes in this game, if you hold the ball for too long, it kind of glitches a bit, and then maybe the opponent gets onto the ball and there's a lot of pressure on you. But at this moment, it is Wonder Kid who is behind. He's in a lot of trouble. I must say, he has to start creating chances. I didn't see those fluid attacks we've been seeing from Wonder Kid. It's time to step up now for the VU Jujuman. If he wants to sign out and sign out big, like the way he's saying, it is time for him to do some action.
Well, yes, and you could see the players taking a momentarily pause to actually tweak their controller settings to, the optimum level with which they would want to operate. I can imagine how sweaty their palms would be at this moment, because this really is a heated match, and we're back underway.
Oh, you see the way Guy Kobe is holding the controllers. He holds the controllers in the nicest style I like. Has both of his fingers on the controller. You can tell he means business, grabbing the controller with all the force he can. You can tell he really, really means this. He has been one of those serial winners in the Ghana FIFA esports scene, and he's looking forward to making another big final. But Wonder Kid is in his way in these last few minutes. Well, he surely has the upper hand, and he's on the attack. Wonder Kid. Well, Guy Kobe dribbling the ball out of play, but very strong start for Guy Kobe in terms of holding down the play, running down the clock as many times as he can, surely, because he surely has the upper hand. Getting 2 goals against Wonder Kid in situations like these, you have to really hold your own. But if Wonder Kid puts on that press, he could be in some trouble. Here comes Guy Kobe once again. Neymar. Kimpembe. Well, I said earlier that Guy Kobe will probably look forward to going with that 5-back formation, and immediately he's done that. Through the start of the game, I've seen Ramos, Kimpembe, and Marquinhos really marshal, be the marshals at the back for him, going with that 5-back formation. I won't fault him. You've got the 2-goal lead. Try to protect it as in the best of your ability, because Wonder Kid is going to come at you very, very hard. But at this moment, Wonder Kid not really getting into the groove of the game. Wonder Kid, Guy Kobe still controlling affairs here, and he could have the third. Messi borrow, but Nuno Mendes very alert to the danger. Guy Kobe still very much in control for this one. Mbappe turning. Almost time to go in the first half of this one with an excellent display of game management from Guy Kobe. What a way to hold down your opponent for 45 minutes. We haven't seen Wonder Kid really hold on to the ball. It seems like
Kobe has been dominant. I don't know if you were in his shoes, wouldn't you be doing the same?
Well, with players like Wonder Kid, it's difficult for you to hold the ball because you know he can press you at any time. But I haven't seen that momentary press from Wonder Kid in this first half. Of course, he has to come out with the press. He has to grab a goal in the first leg. In fact, in the first half, put some pressure on Guy Kobe, get him under a lot of pressure, and then maybe grab that second goal. But so far, it is still Guy Kobe who's controlling a lot of these affairs, looking to grab that third with the final attack of the first half. Messi, he's got options. Well, is he going to find Renato Sanchez? Does find Renato Sanchez. Surely looking for the cutback by Verratti. Quick to the danger, only clears it for a corner, and surely with the final chance of the game, Donnarumma comes and claims. We are heading into the final 45 in-game minutes for our finalists.
Well, what a great match this has been right here. It is the Chosen Championship 2023, and we are live from the Otium Gaming Hub inside East Legon off the Boundary Road. And it's not too late to come around to come witness this history being made right here. It is the Chosen Championship 2023, and this is the semi-final stage of the FIFA 23. Mind you, there's 5,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs, and this match is on between Wonder Kid and Guy Kobe. These two players have won most of prize monies in Ghana. Can you imagine? Wonder Kid winning several thousands of cedis from gaming in this country. I think you sat down with him. He mentioned he has even paid off his school fees with gaming, with esports.
He said after SHS, he hasn't taken any money from his parents. It's all through gaming. Big. That is kind of seeing him out in life. He's won a lot, and he's looking to add more to that trophy collection.
These are the opportunities that esports offers. Esports is now a career path. So if you have the talent, you have the dedication to practice, definitely you can be earning from this to have a livelihood out of esports. The narrative is changing, ladies and gentlemen, and it is now or never. You have to join the wagon. You have to move along with us, because Charlie, we ain't stopping. You remember Kobe has even won an iPhone 12 out of gaming before.
Yes, the last name we are talking about.
Exactly.
Guy Kobe looking to add more accolades to his name. He kind of told me that people have left him out when it comes to naming their FIFA 23 top players. This is the reminder. Guy Kobe in pole position to make the final, but he's got 30 minutes to protect that lead, and he's doing that pretty well. Wonder Kid not really creating those chances that we've known him to be creating for all over these years, but we must commend Guy Kobe. What brilliant play, switching those plays up, not allowing Wonder Kid to be getting those chances, but this be the first for Wonder Kid. Brilliant two ball. Mbappe surely going to grab that first shot. Well, excellent save, Donnarumma. In situations like these around the corner, it's a bit of mind games. He's going to be thinking, you're going to be shifting the goalkeeper, or you're going to borrow into the Trivela. But at this moment, Guy Kobe took his time to really read out what Wonder Kid wanted to do, and read that very well. 65 minutes gone, still no goals in the second leg, and at this moment, it's not looking too good for the VU Juju man and Guy Kobe, I must say. Very strong start to the second leg as well. Hakimi switching up well. We've seen the switch of play so many times. It kind of takes the sting out of the game for Wonder Kid. It slows the game down for Guy Kobe. It gives him a lot of passing options, and he's doing that brilliantly. Wonder Kid not really having any answer to the way Guy Kobe is switching up those plays. Well, good for him. He's won the ball back now.
But
Hakimi.
Then you rightly mentioned that there's a lot of mind game at play right here. Both players okay, so right now Wonder is chasing the ball, and Kobe is just trying to frustrate him out of it. And so even when he gets onto the ball, he has already lost focus out of having to chase for the ball for a very long time. And Kobe, wow. Osmos Esports definitely smiling with this performance from him right here. Of course, he is their big player, and they definitely will be proud of that.
Well, yeah, it's the reason why they got that signature. He could find the third year. Mbappe besting into space. Kimpembe running down. Brilliant pass into Messi. Well, Good covering from one market, I should say. Really did well in that situation. Got his defenders back into pole position, prevented Guy Kobe from getting a shot away, and he keeps the deficit at 2-0, but it's still not looking too good. 9 minutes now. Wonder Kid, it's now never to put the biggest press of your life on. Now, as we've got 8 minutes to go, Guy Kobe on his way of making the chosen championship. He's on his way to becoming two of the chosen ones here, and so far so good for him. We've seen that big switch of play once again to the Portuguese Mendes on the left side. Time is running out, and Guy Kobe is in pole position. Brilliant pass, Sanchez to finish it off. Mbappe. Guy Kobe says at this moment he's not going to take the risk. He is going to see this one out, and the Osmos Esports man surely now has booked the spot into the final. What a game we've witnessed. Second leg was kind of dull as compared to the first, but it's understandable. You have a 2-goal lead. You've held on to it, and the time is now. Guy Kobe is your first finalist. He is one of the chosen ones to make the chosen final, and congratulations to him.
Congratulations going the way of Guy Kobe, who has made his way into the grand finals, and he is going to be sitting there, happy, waiting for who is ever going to come up out of the next semi-final coming out. And mind you, that is definitely a wonderful match coming up as well. It is going to be between Kennedy of Roots Esports and a discovery of the tournament, a man who calls himself DJ Juvenile. Yes, he has been the discovery of this tournament with so much talent at display, so much hard work input into this tournament, and he is now coming in as the underdog, but then a pretty big underdog, because the performances he's put up in this tournament has just been awesome, and we definitely will be witnessing that match. But then let's take a quick break. We'll be back to discuss the match as it went and the next one coming up. It is still the chosen championship. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The chosen championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Years of packing the stands and putting you on the pitch. But it's time to get closer. There we go. This is a whole different game. One that spirit can't be broken. From this close, icons become just teammates. Limits look more like milestones. Like making that dream move a reality. Or setting a bar for the next generation to beat. The closer you get, the more you start to feel a bit of magic. The kind that inspires generations, gives us legends to learn from, and pushes us to become better. It dares us to take risks, and we back those who do the same. Quiet, Flexon and Vinny. You can rep your childhood club and wear any colour. All you gotta do is play. That's what brings us closer. Closer to each other, and closer to the world's game. I don't need to tell you that, though. You're part of this. Always have been. And you're in good company. Welcome to the club.
All right, we're back here in the studios of Ultimate Gaming Hub. It's our own makeshift studio, but then it's looking wonderful, isn't it?
Of course,
definitely.
Really, really beautiful to see. I must commend the whole production crew, top notch.
Well, big ups to the entire crew making this happen. Big shout out to the president of the Esports Association of Ghana, who has been here right from the beginning, making sure that this has been successful. So, shout out to you, sir, Mr. Kwesi Hayford, always pushing the boundaries, pushing the frontiers, making sure that we are developing esports in the country. Big respect to you, sir. Big shouts to, of course, our partners as well. Play Arena, Play Province. The boss helps himself. He is in the building, and he definitely has been a part of this event as well. Big shouts to you, sir. Shouts to Mr. Maximus Ametogo of Esports Academy, who has been in full support in partnering this event. Respect to you, sir. Shouts to Met Arena. Shouts to Prime Group of Companies. Shouts to Otium Gaming Hub for giving us the space right here, and shouts to everyone else. I mean, to the crew, from our tournament directors, Prince Jefferson, to Alfred Kalu, to Luis, to Afro Raphael, that's his name, and to everyone, to myself and to Slimo right here. A big thank you, and to VGA Esports Show. Come on, guys, our content machinery, they have been superb right here. So big respect to everybody making this happen. And yes, we are still in that semi-final stage of the FIFA 23 event. The next match coming on is going to be between DJ Juvenile and, of course, Prince Kennedy of Roots Esports teams. What do you have to say about this match coming up?
The data on these two guys is a lot now. DJ Juvenile, my personal dark horse in the tournament. I was raving about it. People were like, Sly, why are you backing everything on this guy? But now you've seen him play. You've seen him beat Mbappe of Play Province. You've seen those big moments now. But when the light shines brightest, the bigger players step up. And maybe the experience of Kennedy might just give him the edge in this one. So I'm kind of 50-50 going this one. But I expect my dark horse to play the best he can. Kennedy, we already said, he's won 3+ tournaments this year. He's in the form of his life. Expect the best from both of these guys. I can't wait for this one to also unravel. Now,
Slimo has slyly given us a prediction already, and he is tipping the DJ Juvenile to actually go for victory on this. But then let us hear your thoughts as well on the stream. I have already mentioned that we are live on the EsportsGhana YouTube channel, and please, when you join, kindly just comment, show us some love, and also share the link. It's very important for me at this moment. But then let me read off some comments coming through. There are some interesting comments that came through from the Wonder Kid Guy Kobe match. Let's just take a read right here.
It's a big match, and everybody wants to have a say.
Well, L Clipper says, Charlie, make you people do them fast. DJ get program for you tonight.
Hey, Charlie.
Definitely DJ Juvenile, who we spoke to yesterday, said, he has a career as a DJ and as an esports player who's looking to go go professional now. So he's looking to invest into, these two careers when he's able to land that 5,000 cities. And I think that is quite a worthy cause right there.
Yeah, very nice to see.
All the best, DJ Juvenile. Let's look at some other comments. Mod says, Guy Kobe is so good. Definitely, Guy Kobe proved his goodness in that match earlier. And Durfee says, the game is over. Of course, that match is over, but then there are still some matches coming on, so please stay tuned. Someone's asking who won the MK. Hang on just yet. That MK final battle between Fizi of Play Province and Baby Fox of Gamers Republic is going to come on right after this FIFA championship. So stick and stay, don't worry. You are going to see the live action of that game right there. Selam says, well played, Kobe. I read. And Junior Montana says, this time management bad yeah. Anyway, Aikalo says, hey, this played here and I got up like 5 minutes into play. In fact, there's a lot of interesting comments coming through, but then we are ready to get into that second semi-final. I think already Slimo has given you all the statistics involved. Kennedy coming in hot and blazing, and of course DJ Juvenile, who is that iceberg, just hitting all the Titanic ships in this tournament. Let's get into it.
We are ready to find out who meets Guy Kobe in the final. Our second semi-final is finally underway. DJ Juvenile, the kind of wonder kid in this tournament. I know we already have a wonder kid in this tournament, but the other wonder kid, I say, the dark horse in this tournament. As Kennedy attacks first, well, Messi just can't break down that defense. So for your information, Kennedy in the blue, PSG. DJ Juvenile in the white, kindly attacking. A brilliant pass to find Mbappe. He's looking to find that first goal. Could he find it? Mendes turns, well, the ball roll into the shot usually ends in goal, but usually if it comes from a Trevella, it's almost 100%. But because it's Nuno Mendes, maybe he was thinking in so many ways, Nuno Mendes not the best of finishers. He went for the direct shot and Donnarumma saved well for Kennedy. But you've already had a fair idea with these 12 minutes how this matchup is going to go. Both very well attacking players. We are going to see loads of chances being created. I think this is going to be a direct opposite of what we saw in that first semi-final. Both of these guys are going to go at each other very, very hard. Verratti. Here comes DJ Juvenal once again. We already saw how dangerous he was on that first attack. That through ball which found Mbappe. He had the patience to locate the other option, and Kennedy has now got a chance to also create another opportunity on his own. Brilliant player lock. Can he cap it off with a goal? Well, the reverse elastico in that situation almost broke down that defense. But Kennedy. This year, a lot of people have been saying, they've been calling him the meta man. The meta man, meaning he knows the ways to score in FIFA 23. Step overs is there. Reverse elastico is there. The main elastico is there. Driven passes, German crosses, what have you. Kennedy can do it all, and he has to do it all against DJ Juvenal. He's looking to book a spot in that final. Kennedy again. Well, just as I was speaking of that borrow into the Trivela, there he comes up with it, but the Italian was up to the task. Donnarumma has been influential in goal throughout the whole tournament.
Now I'm just right off looking at the posture of both players right here. Kennedy up there on the top right corner, looking to be sitting at the edge of his seats, and of course DJ Juvenal, who looks relaxed, not really pressured.
I'm kind of surprised because this is his first big tournament in that semi-final, so it's nice to see that he can relax off a bit and then take his time. But he could be under some pressure. Brilliant goalkeeper movement. Wow. What a move there from DJ Juvenal. It almost looked like he was going down by a goal, but moved rightly, and Donnarumma saving with his feet. Kennedy with the first big chance of the game, but a brilliant save, and I must commend DJ Juvenal. Excellent defense. The last line of defense doing all they can to keep the scoreline at 0-0. Excellent 30 minutes gone so far. A lot of chances to talk about, a lot of goal mouth action to already talk about now. FIFA 23, FIFA from probably FIFA 17-18, where the movement of goalkeepers were introduced. They feel like the last line of defense coming under pressure once again. This time around, the Roots Esports man makes no mistake. Mbappe once again. He's everybody's favorite player. The Frenchman finds the back of the net. An excellent through ball from the Brazilian Neymar, knocking it down pretty well. Kennedy, not enough power on the shot, but it was enough to beat Donnarumma. 1-0. The Roots Esports man leads.
Well, that goal was quite similar to a goal I witnessed yesterday in that friendly match between Chelsea and Brighton, where Cucurella, spotted Nicolas Jackson with a similar pass from midfield, and of course Jackson was just able to round the goalkeeper with a shot, getting the goal. I mean, that was beautiful. I think you rightly listed Kennedy in the top 3 attackers, and he has proven that he's got it all. He can score from any style, anywhere, and in any position from the pitch. Big ups to you. Oh, sorry, big ups is out of the tournament. Anyway, big ups to John Kennedy for doing great with that goal.
Well, we've already said that Kennedy is a very, very good attacker, but one of his traits that I would like to highlight, him triggering the runs. You could find Hakimi in the center forward position. You could trigger Hakimi to anywhere, any part of the pitch, and we know Hakimi is rapid. So once he gets into those positions, you are in trouble, and that is what he did there. Triggered those runs, got his players into the attacking situations, and made good use of them as well.
Was just sport.
Kylian Mbappe, very, very excellent. Of course, that comes with training, that comes with practice. So kudos to the Roots Esports man. He's got down. He did that very, very well. The through ball, slicing that defense open. DJ Juvenal now at it. Well, brilliant move, and he could have the second chance. Wow, what a goal to gift away in such a big game as Kennedy grabs the second goal of the game. Some frustrations from DJ Juvenal. Well, of course he'd be frustrated. Kennedy created that chance so well, and unfortunately for DJ Juvenal, it just came into the laps of Renato Sanchez, and with the goal gaping, he had to finish it off.
That was quite a messy goal right there. defensive error. I mean, the defender was overwhelmed with the ball when it fell to his feet, and of course, I mean, he was on the press. Kennedy was on, some constant pressure right there, grabbing the ball and slotting home, and he is coyly smiling in his head right now. He looks to have defeated that whiz kid we have been talking about in this tournament. But then, well, there's still some more minutes.
Is this a carbon copy of our first semi-final? Remember, Guy Kobe beats Wonder Kid 2-0. He managed to hold on to that lead. Or are we going to see something different? Wow, had that shot away Mbappe, but Donnarumma saves comfortably. He's got the corner now. What can he do from here? Hakimi. Well, into Neymar. The ball looking to find the open man. Kennedy defends very, very resolutely. He's got that defensive shape, but that pass plays that defense open. Messi. Well, very good shot. Chance not gone. Mbappe. Well, chance coming left, right, center from DJ Juvenile, who's doing everything he can to find a way back into the game. Went for the near post this time around. Goalkeeper up to the task. Kennedy, well, defending for his life at this moment. Marquinhos into Mbappe, the deadly step of West we were speaking of. It could break that chance for him, and it does create that chance for him. Step of West breaking that defense down. DJ Juvenile right back into the game.
Wow, Juvenile is really showing some resilience in this game. He is telling us, no, we can't just write him off. He came with a purpose, and he came with a goal in mind to be mentioned as one of the best, and he is really walking up to that. I'm interested in seeing how this match will end after the 2 legs. I think I can see more goals coming in.
I said earlier that this was going to be different from what we saw in that first game. In that first game, it felt like Wonder Kid wasn't really up to the task. DJ Juvenile, well, it could have broken for him, but Donnarumma very alert to the danger, coming up and grabbing that ball. But as I was saying earlier, it's completely different from what we saw in that first game. Wonder Kid's attacking wasn't really there. Guy Kobe had that press on and really did well in that first game, grabbing all those 2 goals. But both of these guys are so well versed in attacking. They've created very good chances. Just beautiful, just excellent. The Makiri spin cancel, getting away from the defender. Mbappe smashing into the far post. I told you why this guy is top 3 when it comes to attacking, and he's showing you putting on some beautiful FIFA. Brilliant Makiri spin cancel, getting away from the defender, smashing the far post. Kennedy restores his 2-goal lead. Well.
Now that was a professional goal. That is a goal I would describe as very professional, very pro, very like what the pros play right there in the Western world and all of that. So I mean, this guy is good. Kennedy is good, and he's definitely shown us why he deserves to be in the top 3 attackers in the country, like we have always been saying. And I think I would doff my hat to him at this moment. And this looks to be an unsurmountable journey now for DJ Juvenile.
Well, I wouldn't write him off anytime soon, because there's a second leg to play. There's a lot of FIFA to play. But Kennedy's 3-1 up. He could even go for more goals. This guy, he's all about goals, and we can see him even drive for more goals. 10 minutes to go now. Kennedy in complete control of this game. Brilliant player luck. Mbappe making a very good run. Kennedy's pass not the best to find the open man. DJ Juvenile on the other hand looking to break through the other opponent's defense and can't find it as well. Kennedy looking to make a 4. Mbappe surely going to seal it, and does seal the first leg. Emphatic victory. The Roots Esports man says he is going to make it to the final, and what a way to finish off this first leg. Brilliant through ball. Mbappe has done damage in every area possible. He's hit you with the skill moves, he's hit you with the space, he's hit you with his finishing, and there's no way to stop the Frenchman and the Roots Esports man Kennedy. When Guy Kobe beats Wonder Kid in that first leg, you said he had a foot and a half in the final.
Exactly.
What will you say about Kennedy now?
This one, both feet are in. Both feet with, a 4-1 victory in the first leg. I don't think,
as emphatic as you'd have it.
The defensive acumen of Kennedy is just mind-blowing.
We've spoken so highly of his attacking. We've even slept on his defense, and he's defending so well. I said earlier that the part of his game I loved the most this year, FIFA 23, the triggering of runs and the timing. We've seen him beat DJ Juvenile on countless number of times with those 2 balls, and he ends it with a bag. First leg going in favor. The Roots Esports man grabbing 4 goals against DJ Juvenile. What a game we just witnessed. It was full of goals, it was full of action, but it was all one-sided in favor of the Roots Esports man. Are things going to change in the second leg? Well, we find out.
Well, second leg is going to be very crucial for DJ Juvenile. Does he have what it takes to mount a comeback? A 4-1-0, I mean, loss in the first leg. Well, that's quite difficult. But then it's not anything that hasn't ever happened before. Everything is
this could possibly be the biggest comeback we've ever seen in Ghanaian FIFA esports history. If he's able to come back down from 4-1, then that's crazy.
That'll be huge. I mean, his stocks are definitely going to be at the roof if he's able to, I mean, achieve the feat of a comeback in this one. But then, like I have said, it is possible. Everything is possible in esports, and so that second leg is definitely coming up with some hits right there. Already we have a finalist waiting on the fringes. Guy Kobe is just sitting pretty, waiting for who is going to come. Is it going to be John Kennedy, as we are already seeing, or is there going to be a change around the scene? Is Juvenile going to prove us wrong? Is Juvenile going to come back? Is Juvenile going to show the whole world that he is indeed that wonder kid, that new wonder kid that Slymore has been talking about?
Well, the wonder kid not really faring well.
No, but before we go for that break, let's head to YouTube, where we have such amazing numbers on the stream. Charlie, big ups to you all on the stream. Big love to you. Big love to my people at home. I mean, showing support. Shouts to Kinsley. Shouts to Nana Joy Boy, my baby. I know you're supporting. I love you so much right there. Now, Sly, there's interesting chats going on right there.
Of course. This is a big game.
Convict Records has joined in, and he says that Kennedy is on fire this year. That is undoubted, undisputed.
Oh, like I said earlier, Hits FM Rep Your Jersey champion, Ultimate Battle Season 1 champion, recently crowned All Games GH Open champion as well. He's got everything to show.
Well, the Method Guy 24 says, so you people, Mbappe pace 97 on Kimpembe pace 80. It'll be you next year, 50, then see the good players. Well, thank you for that suggestion. Official Duck says, DJ DA, yours the 10 tables, so na FIFA DA fan hobby. I think that's quite a harsh one on DJ Juvenile. Come on, he's made it out of 108 players to the final 4. Give the man his props.
Give the man his flowers. He's been brilliant.
EV Third, Charlie Vegas, EV Third says, someone just declared Kennedy as the champion. Wow. Can we call that shot yet?
Facing off against Guy Kobe, I would say it's going to be old gen versus new gen. I'll put my money on new gen because I feel like he knows everything that comes with the game, but it's going to be a tough one. Let's see how it plays out. He's not done yet. He has to see that second leg as well.
Well, definitely it's going to be a big one now. Some more comments coming through. Junior TH says that Juvenile be my boy, but Kennedy is going to take this round. I think he wasn't far from right. So yeah, that's about it from YouTube. I see the love. Keep them coming. I'll be reading some more. But then last one, Ikalio of Class Legends, right?
Yes.
Ikalio says Guy Kobe is a book to study. Time management lecturer. Universities have to employ him. What? I'm going to watch this game again and learn a lot from this for my weekend league. Well, thanks, Ikalio, for showing some love right there for Guy Kobe. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for that second leg coming up. What are you expecting to see? Like you always say, in the first 20 minutes.
He has to come out of the blocks. I said Wonder Kid had to attack Guy Kobe aggressively. Well, DJ Juvenile has to even do more. And with what we've just won from Guy Kobe, Kennedy could take a page out of Guy Kobe's books and then also hold on to the ball pretty well. 4-1 is even more comfortable, but it could turn at any point in time. This is FIFA 23. Anything could happen. Second leg, anything could happen. But with the way Kennedy has his grips on this game, I'll just go full on a limp and say the Roots Esports man is on his way to face Guy Kobe in the big final. We are ready now. The biggest game of DJ Juvenile's career so far is on show. DJ Juvenile currently under a lot of pressure, down by 4-1 against Kennedy, and it seems very difficult, but anything is possible. For Kennedy, it's rinse and repeat. Time management, rinse and repeat. Let's see how he fares in that one as well. Here comes DJ Juvenile on the attack. Messi. If he got the first goal in the first 5 minutes, that's surely going to be something else. And he was on his way to grab that first goal. Mbappe with a brilliant move to get away from that defender. Got the shot away, but the long arms of Donnarumma proving to be the stumbling block. Once again, green time the header just goes wide. You can tell DJ Juvenile means business. He's coming at Kennedy very hard, and the Roots Esports man is surely alert of the warning. Step overs. Mbappe, can he finish it off? Does finish it off. Green time finish. Kennedy now running away with things. 5-1 on the score aggregate. Now I feel like in these 2 games, we've seen everything that Kennedy can go. Step overs is there. Triggering runs is there. 2 balls is there. Gemma crosses is there. He's scoring from every situation possible, and he grabs 5 goals in this tie.
I mean, that reminds me of that popular MTN slogan from way back, everywhere you go, Charlie, this guy is there. Interesting gameplay there from John Kennedy. Wow, I think he's ready for that big stage.
Well, surely he's been a multiple tournament winner this year. I think if you've got him as your best FIFA 23 player of the year, I'm not going to argue too much. If you've got Big Ups as your best, I'm not going to argue. If you've got Montana, Choice, anybody else, I'm not going to argue. But I'm saying majority will vouch for the Roots Esports man. He's put on a brilliant performance, and I must say, what an attacking masterclass he's put on in this leg.
You have watched the pros play, especially in the recent FIFA E series, the FIFA Club World Cup, the FIFA E World Cup, the FIFA E Nations. Do you think if Kennedy is on that stage, I mean, I think he's made an appearance there already, but then if he's given that opportunity again, do you think he stands a chance of making a difference, of making a big statement?
Well, this question is very difficult. Watching this gameplay, this is from a kickoff standpoint. In foot, I trust Kennedy to also do the business, but he's been playing on terrible servers for a very long time. And to make that switch from a terrible server to a good server, which hopefully we are going to see in FC24, is very difficult. So we'll see if Kennedy can still maintain that level. You guys might say it's easy moving from a bad server to a good server, but it's not that easy. You're going to be facing even better players. You have to adjust to playing a quicker way, because this time around the server is quick. We'll see how he does that, but hopefully he continues in the same run of form. This guy just seems unstoppable. DJ Juvenile also looking to grab a goal on his own. Well, very good chance, very well blocked from Kennedy. Mbappe once again, Nuno Mendes, a very, very strong tackle, and Kennedy still strutting his stuff in the second leg of this one. But that is the goal for both of these guys to make it to the topmost part of FIFA Esports. Kennedy on a roll here, brilliant 2-ball once again. Hakimi in the dangerous areas. How many times have we seen that? Numerous times, and he's been doing damage all day long. Sanchez, brilliant turn. Well, I think Weissman's prediction is coming to pass. He said earlier that we are going to see Guy Kobe and Kennedy in the final. It seems like he's taking your prophet job.
Most definitely, Weissman's on some high level of prophetic.
I think he's faced both of these guys. He knows how good they are. That is why he really bet against them that they were going to make it into the final. So kudos to Weissman. You saw this earlier before any of us, and well, it has come to pass. 5 goals to 1. What else could he ask for? Kennedy in pole position to make the final.
Now,
Ramos.
Interesting, comments coming through. And Elvis Glover says, today, the one song DJ Juvenile wouldn't play today is All I Do Is Win. Well, that is be a hard song for him to play because he is not winning at the moment, and it will be quite difficult for him to play that music right there. But then Blankson says Kennedy be glitchy ASF. Wow, really? Wait. Official Duck says Kennedy be bully. And Jay McFawn says I love Kennedy. Man is a baller. And big shouts to Kweku Alexander. Well, the senior bro of our own top caster Slimo right here. Kweku says top gamers, top analysis, big ups guys. Well, thank you for bringing that through. Seth Kumi says them Komotam Elio. Oh, come on. Coming from 108 players.
Yes, to the last 4. That's a big feat. You know the number of players, you know the caliber of players were here. Big ups was here. Mbappe was here. Pretty Boy Dels was here. In fact, all the top players were here, and DJ Juvenile made it to the top 4. Give him his flowers.
Black Hats Gaming says Vespa. Thanks for the shout out. And Sandy Williams says a bone. Of course, our own Explosion Esports are in the building. They are also responding to a bone. Mark Mario Bruce says Kennedy here. If you meet I go face call Mark Mario. Where are you? Come right here. Come stand on your words and prove that. Anyway, so that's some action coming from YouTube. Thank you guys for the love. Let's get on with the match now.
Well, second half of the second leg with everything almost wrapped up, and Kennedy still going on a limb to score more goals. He's already got 5. He's already got that foot in the final. At this moment, when you are leading by 5 goals to 1, sometimes you kind of feel like the players are even thinking of the final. They are thinking of ways to even beat their opponents in the final. So maybe Kennedy is kind of in a trance, thinking into the future. Well, we'll see how the last 30 minutes plays out, but it's just looking very, very bleak for DJ Juvenile. Mbappe. Here comes DJ Juvenile. He hasn't really been attacking well as we'd expect. He started very aggressive in the first 10 minutes, but that is what you are prone to when you attack very aggressive in those first 10 minutes. It opens your back a bit.
He's been overwhelmed by the play of John Kennedy right now. Kennedy has shown that he is a true champion. That has actually just, dismantled.
Brilliant pass, DJ Juvenile. Well, almost grabbing his second goal of the tie. Neymar just fires wide on that volley. Brilliant opportunity to grab another consolation goal from this point, but just went wide. A very good through ball over the top, beating that defense. Neymar not having the composure enough to finish from there. DJ Juvenile still struggling to get some goals on board. Neymar, Hakimi, turning to find Messi. Brilliant pass, Verratti. Very good 10. DJ Juvenile was doing more of these, probably would have seen a more closer time, but with FIFA it just comes so quick, and when you're watching from behind you might think it's easy, but being under this pressure, playing in a tournament that you could take home 5,000 CDs, well, that is a lot of pressure. And for DJ Juvenile's first big tournament, I must say he's done incredibly well, and kudos to him. He's done very well. He's put himself to face one kid in that 3rd and 4th place match. He could also take home some money as well. Neymar, final stages now, 15 in-game minutes to go. As Verratti, another brilliant through ball. We've seen Kennedy do this time without number. The over-the-top through balls have just been crazy from Kennedy, and I've seen this so many times where he triggers about three runs, and 2 of them are a decoy run, and the main one you wouldn't even see where Hakimi is from, and then the through ball just hits you, bam, and you're under a lot of pressure, and he scores a goal from that. Kennedy creating numerous number of chances, but in that final he's going to be facing one of the best defensive players I know, Guy Kobe, in that final. It promises to be electric. It promises to be exciting. You guys do not want to miss this one. The Chosen Championships has brought us everything we expected, from upsets to goals to mouth-watering saves to brilliant game plays, excellent tactics and formation. I must say the Chosen Championships has delivered to maximum expectations, and we are 4 minutes away from announcing to you that Kennedy is our second finalist in this one. Brilliant move, Kennedy, looking to get a set in this one, and surely he's now done and dusted. An excellent performance from the Roots Esports man. Kudos to this guy. He's played tremendously well. Starting from the group stages, it wasn't all rosy. Kennedy really came up against some stern competition, and I even forgot DJ Juvenile actually beats Kennedy in the group stages. The tide has completely turned, and the Roots Esports man has now the better of him. They shake hands there. GG's to both sides, but a big congratulations to Kennedy of Roots Esports. You are a finalist. You are a chosen one, and kudos to you. All the best in that final, but what a brilliant game we just witnessed.
Very brilliant, I must admit. We have our final chosen too, and it's going to come on very soon. Guy Kobe versus John Kennedy. Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports team and John Kennedy of Roots Esports teams. I know the CEOs of these two teams, they are quite some good friends. I'm wondering the emotions that are going to run between them.
There's going to be a frenemy situation here.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't create any backlash between them. It's going to be wonderful to watch. So watch out for that grand final coming through. It is the Chosen Championship 2023, brought to you by Gold Standard Gaming, the Esports Association of Ghana, Digital Diaspora, and all our partners and collaborators. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more. Don't go anywhere. Thank you. We'll be back.
In the heart of Iași, Romania, the world's top gamers have gathered for the ultimate showdown. IESF brings heart-stopping matches across a variety of gaming genres in an electrifying experience that celebrates the passion and dedication of esports athletes from around the globe. This is more than just a tournament. This is where champions are born, legends are made, and anything is possible. Get ready to witness the ultimate display of skill, strategy, and heart. The IESF World Esports Championship. It's about to take your breath away.
Definitely a big man right there. He's got all those controls right in. All right, so welcome back to the Chosen Championship 2023. We are now ready and gunning for the very grand final battle of the Mortal Kombat Championship. Yay!
Let's go!
Now, I am so excited to see who is going to come out tops of this fixture, coming up between Fizzy of Play Province and Baby Fox of course, Gamers Republic GR. Now, trust me, you might hear the name Baby Fox, but then he's no baby at all.
Nah, he's
what are the
a
stakes?
grown-ass man.
What are the statistics backing these two players going into the final?
Now, this has been a highly competitive battle between the two of them for a very long time. It's been almost about maybe 3 or 4 years now.
Wow.
Back and forth.
Baby Fox?
Yeah, Baby Fox. Baby Fox has been a champion since the beginning. Fizzy was a newcomer that came in about, let's say, 3 years ago. And he's been on the tear since then. So it's a lovely spectacle. I expected this, honestly.
Now, for you all to know, Baby Fox, Fizzy was the champion of the event last year.
Yes.
I mean, that pilot event for Chosen Championship. Fizzy came out tops after beating GR Assassin, popularly known as Mahadi as well. And, you know, this year, it's the junior brother of GR's Assassin who is now ready in this particular final. The players are ready, we are ready, and we are going straight into that final. But then, can you make a prediction out of this?
I heard you say he's the junior brother, but he's always been a senior when it comes to the game.
Definitely,
yeah,
that's quite true. Yeah.
So he's always been like. I met Baby when he was, I think, like 9 years old. The guy was just crazy back then, and he's just as crazy now. So I'm really looking forward to what happens. But my prediction, it's almost kind of also like a Accra versus Kumasi thing, because he's
from Kumasi,
and then Baby's been in Accra here, but
he's actually from Ofori Chrome in Kumasi. He let me know that yesterday.
He's part of the Tech Boys. We also Tech too, so
wonderful.
I'm gonna back my boy Fizzy. No shade against Baby now, my boy too. So
to balance the scale, I'm just going to back Baby Fox in this one as well. And so now we have our chosen favorites, but then who is going to prove to be the champion? Mind you, Baby Fox recently represented Ghana in Nigeria, placing third. His brother, GR Assassin last year also represented Ghana in the same tournament in Nigeria, also placed third. So this is a family of combatants, if that's right. Anyway, so we are ready to go, and the game is now live on your screen, and Zeke will be taking us through the cast.
Now, right now, we have Jackie going up against Cetrion. Now, both these characters are extremely strong at what they do, and what they do is destroy each other. Okay, so we have Cetrion, which is more of a long-distance player. And then we have Jackie, who wants to get as close and just aggressive as possible, right? Now, Fizzy has been playing this character for about 3 years now, and he's been excelling every single time. And when I say excelling, he's beating everybody. But then there are people also that give him a good challenge, like Baby, APK, and Mahadi's also there, as well as Wiley, right?
Yeah, Wiley. Wiley is that player who seems to always lose some element of luck when he's in tournaments like this. I really love his play. He's that quite good of a player, but unfortunately he's always not really making it into the championship stage, and I wonder what goes wrong when he's in there. Is it pressure?
Sometimes it can be pressure, but there's a difference between the best player and then the slightly not like you get me.
It might be separating the men from the boys.
Not necessarily. Wiley's a very strong player. Don't get me wrong. Same thing like APK, Mahadi. Not anybody can just beat them. So for you to become the champion, there's a little something extra
special
that you're putting in that another person isn't. And I believe that it's I wouldn't say it's hard work. Not necessarily, because if I say it's hard work, that means that the other players are not trying harder. They're not. But I know these guys are grinding the game on a daily basis, right?
All right.
So I know they're all putting in the work, but it sometimes comes down to your reads, your your knowledge about the characters that you're going up against, and also your opponent.
Exactly.
Right? The more information you have on your opponent, the more
likely
you are to win.
Sure. All right, so the format of this this championship final is very simple. It is a first to 3 format right here. So whoever is able, now mind you, sorry, Baby Fox came in from the winners bracket. He topped that winners bracket because it was a double elimination tournament format, and of course Fizzy dropped into the losers brackets and made his way into the final. So for Fizzy to win this, he has to win the first round or the first set and at least win by 3 because it's the best of 5, but then you have to be the first to 3. If he's able to do that, then he is of course going to reset the scale and now come again another match and look to beat Baby Fox. But then if Baby Fox is able to win, then that is it. He wins the championship right here. He takes home the 5,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs. But then of course Baby Fox is playing with a Cetrion character right here, and of course Fizzy playing with Jackie Briggs, and that is what we are witnessing right here. I'm sure you can see Fizzy right there testing out his controls. Baby Fox also relaxing at the bottom right corner, looking to see what his opponent is up to. But what do you see? What do you read from their demeanor?
Well, from what I can tell right now, I think Eugene or Fizzy is trying to figure out what is going on. I think there might be a little bit of a latency issue that he might be having right now, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. He's trying to get the right timing down, because with these particular characters, you have to get your timing down when you play, right? You can't play Cetrion without knowing your timing for that combo, because it's very crucial and very pivotal in your combo. So it's one of those things where you really have to take time. You have to take your time and learn and do it in the right way, because this is the big stage. You don't have the time to drop your combos. You drop your combo, that's the end of the game, and that's the end of the match. Now I think Fizzy's going to keep trying to see if he can get it down, but here's my wish. My wish is that this actually does work out for him. If it doesn't, well then he's gonna have a really tough time fighting this match, because he's gonna need every little damage that he can get. Because especially somebody like Cetrion, when Cetrion pushes you away, that's her game plan, is to keep you away from her, and she slowly eats at your life bar. And so he needs to not miss any of his combos, and he seems to be getting more of a flow of what he's supposed to do in the timing. And if you don't really understand fighting games, timing is a big part of fighting games. You have to get your timing down 100%, else you're going to drop combos like that.
Tell us more about those time frames. How do you really read them? What is it all about? What are the techniques involved? What is that technicality that you really have to know and be able to read?
But when it comes to timing, it's like imagine baking, right? You're baking something, you need to have the oven preheated before you bake.
Okay.
Well, as soon as you put it back, if you finish putting everything together and you put it into the oven, it needs to stay in there a particular amount of time before it's...
I'm loving this analogy.
Yes, and when you cook it to perfection, it has to be at a particular time for you to take it out of the oven. So when I'm talking about timing, they need to hit the buttons at the right time. If they miss the time that they need to press the button, let's just say the food will shit. So you basically want
the food will definitely shit.
Yes.
But then how does that now relate to the game? Because
that's what
I love the analogy.
That's what I'm saying, is that each time you press a button, you have to follow up and press the button at the right time. If you don't, the combo will drop and you spoil your chance. The same analogy is the food will spoil. So this one as well, you just spoil your chances.
Now that's understood. But then in the situation whereby you were under a constant or consistent attack from your opponent, how do you break out? How are you? How would you be able to just turn it out on a counter attack?
Well, that comes down to what your opponent does. If your opponent gives themselves away and let's say they press the wrong button, there's something called whiff punishing. So that means you left yourself out there, you tried to hit the person and you missed. And because you missed, the person gets a counter attack. That's how most people think about it. Like if you think about boxing, that happens a lot in boxing. Somebody goes for a punch, somebody moves out of the way and kind of hits them.
You lose your balance and
So that's called whiff punishing in fighting games.
Mortal Kombat is notoriously known for destroying a lot of controllers. Have you had experience with that? How many controllers have you broken down because of Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat has never broken my controller.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are you that gentle of a player?
I'm very centered. See, Mortal Kombat's filled with foolishness, excuse me to say, because there's a lot of things that will give you a headache, right? So if you have a strong mental game, you should understand this too. I think in all sports, mentality is number one. when you're under pressure, you have to be able to compose yourself and know how to push forward. And that's one thing that cuts across all of sports. Esports, the normal sports, everything. You should have your mentality stay fortified, because if you don't, you just lose. Maybe you miss one combo, then you're thrown off. How could I miss this combo? I've always done this combo. Now I come and drop this combo. How would I then the whole time you're thinking about that, you're frustrated.
Yeah.
But if you're able to, okay, I missed this combo. Next time it comes, I'm going to try my best to get it again.
Okay.
Next time it comes, you try again. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. You keep that, you apply that sentiment towards everything you do, and sooner or later you will get the W.
All right, so we're ready to go into that match, the final match right now, and we let's go for a break. After this break, we'll bring to you that match. Stay tuned. That's the Chosen Championship 2023.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, When it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me
a big welcome back to the Chosen Championships. Our sincerest apologies for that delay in transmission. We must say we faced a huge technical problem. Our technical team has finally solved it, and we are ready to go. The Tekken 7 final between William and Emmanuel to find out who is the chosen one for today is finally here. I'm super excited for this one. Zeke, looking at everything that has gone down, would you say these two are deserving of making the final?
I would say they are more than deserving to make the final. I mean, they went up against one of our local heroes, and they were able to take them all out. So to come that far, I know it's a feat, and I know they deserve to be here.
Well, they do really deserve to be here. They've been through a lot. They've come a long way as well from Togo. Both of the players from Togo. I interviewed them just a few while ago, and they were saying it was a tedious journey, but Charlie, they've made their way here. They've made their mark, and this is their time to take home some cash and be called the chosen ones. The Tekken 7 final is here with us. William versus Emmanuel. It promises to be exciting. It promises to be very interesting to watch as well. Stay tuned, we've got more action coming for you. The Chosen Championships, we must say, since it started, has brought us everything. We've got excitement from day 1 up to day 3. Championship Sunday has been brilliant. Want to say sorry once again for the break in transmission. Actually, it was really unexpected, but our technical team has finally solved the problem. After the Tekken finals, we'll bring you that Mortal Kombat final and the grand game we've all been waiting for, that FIFA 23 final between Kennedy and Geico. Mind you, the Mortal Kombat final is also between Fizzy and Baby Fox. We'd like to acknowledge our sponsors for the Chosen Championship, Golden Standard Gaming. You guys have been brilliant. Digital Diaspora, we salute you all. Esports Association of Ghana, we say a big thank you for this one as well. Otium Game Hub, brilliant space you guys have given us to host the Chosen Championship. We salute everybody. Met Arena, we want to say a big thank you. Everybody that has been here with us from day 1, we salute you all today too. We are in the final stages. We are at that moment that everybody has been waiting for. Who is going to be the chosen one for Tekken? Quick predictions before we go. Who do you feel like is taking one? You've taken this one home. You've watched William, you've watched Emmanuel. Have you faced either of them?
Not yet. I have yet to face either of them. But from what I've seen, I think William is the one that's in the winner's side. So
what's from the winner's bracket? So if he's to lose, if Emmanuel is to force a bracket reset, then William will have to lose twice before he actually goes out.
Exactly.
So he's in more of an advantageous position.
Much so.
Well,
so
interesting.
I'm hoping for a good back-to-back. Once I can get a nice back-to-back, that's when I'm just like, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to some heated matches.
Well, already we've seen some heated matches. Our champion, our Ghanaian champion Pakio, he's already out, but the Togolese have come here and they've done an excellent job. I must say, they've kind of put their stamp on. Like we knew the Ghanaians were good, but the Togolese have just kind of reminded us that also good in the scene. So the African Tekken scene, crazy dudes out there. Hopefully we get an African championship where we see Ghanaian players, Nigerian players, Togolese players as well.
I would love that. Honestly, if you look at Africa as a whole, I think our best fighting game region is either Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, and I know a representative from Cote d'Ivoire also went to the Game SA tournament in Saudi Arabia to also play Street Fighter. They did brilliant as well.
Exactly. So we want to see more players coming from around the world, and even in our local scenes. If you guys are here and you know you play the games, Charlie, come and see. You never know how far you go, because sometimes you might not know you're as good as you think you are until you really go out there and then see, oh, Charlie, I'm better than I thought. You get me? And that's all you need. You just need to put your foot out there and just say, hey, today I'm gonna try. Let me try and see.
I mean, Pacquiao has also now gotten the chance. You'll be going to Romania for the IESF Championships. That is another opportunity for him to also showcase that Ghana can also do very well on the international stage. So yeah, good luck to Pacquiao. But at this moment, we are here for William versus Emmanuel. Everything is about the Tekken 7 champion. There's big money up for grabs. Who is going to land that big cash prize is what the big question that we are all asking. We've been through some excitement today from the FIFA scene, Mortal Kombat scene, Tekken scene. We've already heard who Zeke thinks is going to win for Tekken. When we get to Mortal Kombat, we'll ask him that one as well. But with the Mortal Kombat finals as well, Baby Fox represented Ghana and Nigeria. He did excellently well, placing second at that tournament. But Fizzy is the reigning chosen champion as well. So both of them also have their own storylines out there. We'll be getting to the FIFA, the Mortal Kombat final shortly, and when we get there, we'll break that down for you. But for the Tekken 7 final, I must say the Togolese, they've done so well. I wasn't expecting them to do well, but once you told me Pacquiao even went there, played also very well, I think we must tip off our hats to them as well. The chosen championships brought to you by Golden Standard Gaming. Now, esports in Ghana, from where we started off, did you ever imagine that we get to such a place?
To be honest, I had a feeling. That would be the case, and we are getting there slowly. Now, if we can actually check, I think they're actually starting their match, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like they've started their match. If we can get some feed on that, I would be really
well. We surely will get that feed, and we are on set for that big game, the biggest game of the Tekken 7 Championships. William versus Emmanuel, and Zeke, take us away for this one.
Yeah, so right now it seems Fang is definitely taking the heads up here, and he just needs one hit. There we go. Closes out, simple low. Nothing over the top here. And I like the choose of stage there. I think that would actually work best for Fang Wei. Fang is coming from the loser side. I believe that would be Emmanuel. Nice movement. He was just waiting. He wanted you to come. He didn't want to move at all. Nice magic for Noble to capitalize. Does get a guarantee though on that stomp. The one thing about Katarina is that she's a very, very simple character to use, very easy to engage with, but she has a lot going for her. Easy mix, easy life. And that's what, Charlie, who doesn't like an easy life? Feng Wei especially. Feng Wei is one of those characters who's also quite... He has a nice...
What we're coming in is that William is actually playing with Katarina and Emmanuel with Feng.
Yes, exactly. I like what I'm seeing here, though. They're not overly committing. They're playing a patient game, and that's Tekken. Tekken in a nutshell is a patient game. Lovely. He does a high crush there. He does get the wall carry.
He looks like in a very, very advantageous position.
Yeah, right now, the thing about fighting games is you don't want your back to be to the wall. If the back is to the wall, you can't run away, and you can't run away, that means all pressure is on you. Because right now, he has to block the medium, he has to block the low, and he has to block the overhand. And unfortunately, he does take another one for William.
Those are the players in your shorts. William at the top of your screens, very, very poised for this one. Emmanuel also at the bottom, looking forward to be called the chosen one here.
Yeah, and so far so good. He's trying, he's fighting, he hasn't given up everything, and he's making William respect, and that's what you want. You want your opponent to respect your decisions and your options, and he's doing a great job. But William is fighting back, he's fighting out the corner. He's like, nah man, I'm not letting you have this for free. This one, nah.
We go back to the death. Wow.
And the death
brilliant combos
out here. He does not do his super.
Whoa, what a move.
And he brings out the blue stuff. You can tell the emotions in his eyes. He knew he did the wrong thing. Because at that point in time, if he had activated his rage arts, he would have won that match.
Wow.
There have been one
just at that clutch moment.
Yeah.
I just love when they get into those situations where everybody's health is in a very, very low state and they are able to close that one out.
Yeah, close it out. He will. William is fighting strong, and he's trying to close that in with the 7 golden letters.
Well,
perfect.
Brilliant,
He
and
said,
perfect
nah,
from William as he grabs game 1. And it's still first to 2, best of 3 in the final.
First to 3.
First to 3 actually this time around.
Yeah, and the boys are not taking it easy, pushing you to the corner. It says, sir, hold this mix. And the mix is not held. Unfortunately, he is still in the blender. What are you gonna do when Katarina's on you? Nothing.
Wow.
Dominance.
An almost flawless victory.
Yeah. See, the thing about Katarina is that she's effective.
And I see William actually utilize Katarina's legs a lot. I'm seeing a lot of kicks with Katarina.
Oh yeah, that's what she does. She just kicks you to death. There's a meme where it's literally just a circle button for Katarina. That's all you need to press to win. Just press circle and you win.
Well,
and the one thing I like about this fighting game especially is that each button is for a particular limb of a character. So if you see a character throwing a right punch, it's a triangle button. If you see him pressing the left, if he's kicking with his left leg, you know that it's X. Or if he's kicking with his right leg, you know it's circle. So I love the way the design is. It makes it more intuitive for people to play. And as I'm saying intuitive, here comes the blue stuff. Wow. Emmanuel able to close that out for 1-1 each.
A very good round to watch there. Katarina looked like she was in danger, but Fang with the closing punch to finish that one out.
Yeah, I mean, the move is called Iron Fortress for a reason. You cannot break through it. And here, beautiful launch from Emmanuel. Pushing him to the wall. Should be able to get a juicy walk. Oh, damage. Wow. That was about 55%. Just imagine somebody hits you once, you chop 55%. You're not going to pay you.
Wow, crazy. And he finishes it off with just about 20 seconds gone. What a brilliant move to seal that one. This second round is proving to be the most interesting so far. There's still more action to come. Smash the like button if you're enjoying this one. It is the Chosen Championship Tekken 7 final.
Yeah, you know what I loved about the last round? What he did was he hit him mid 2 times, and then he made him want to crouch because he thought he was going to hit him in the leg. And what did he do again? Another mid for a
bit of mind games of going there.
That's the thing about fighting games. Another back to back.
Perfect. Into the final round.
2 each.
Wow.
Emmanuel doesn't want to give this up easily at all. He knows what's on the line. His tournament life. And unfortunately, William does get the launch punish there. Nice.
Wow.
4. Yep, this is gonna be big. Hit him with the Iron Fortress. No. Okay, he wanted the pressure. He wanted the Oki. So Oki basically is when a character is waking up, they have choices to make, and you as the aggressor that knocked him down, you have to make him respect your moves.
Well, just 20 seconds left in the final round of that second set in. Well, a game which is going to have huge ramifications on who's going to be called the chosen one. 16 seconds left. Well, brilliant move.
No throw break there. No throw break. That's unfortunate. And William able to close that out again. One more. That's all he needs. One more to be the chosen one.
Well, kudos to William for really starting very strong. It seems like he's got a very strong hold over Emmanuel, and he's got 1 win more to close this one out and become the chosen one.
Yeah, and I like to see Emmanuel doesn't look too disturbed by the losses, and I think that's what you should be as a player in a high-level game. You should not be shaken by your losses too much. You know, even though you might be emotional about the situation, you have to try and keep your nerves down. And you can look at his face; he is rock solid. He is not even fazed by what's happening on the screen.
Well, very a serious look on that face as well. The concentration is at a high.
Him like Bola. You see when he went flying. The way the guy go flying, they're trying.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself with the Tekken 7 final. I hope you are enjoying this one too. Fang in a very dangerous position as Katarina delivers that final KO punch to seal round 1. He's in pole position to be called the chosen one.
Yeah, he is moving slowly and ever so gradually to the cup. He's almost there, and he can smell the victory. You know, he just challenge. He's almost there. You see, the beautiful thing, you see, Katarina, you don't have to overcomplicate yourself. That's why she's so effective. Her move list might be one of the fewest move lists in the game. This game has about 100 moves for each character. Katarina, I believe, has about 70 moves. So for her, she's on the lower end, but her moves are very effective.
If you master them, you could really be good at the game.
Yeah, and you don't even have to master all of them. The thing is, if you watch play, I love what he just did there. He made him want to press a button, and guess what? He countered with that.
Excellent victory.
Beautiful parry. William keeping an iron face, not moved, not disturbed, able to still fight and fighting back hard. Nice wall carry. Does not get that confirmed though. That's a beautiful trade. There's going to be some guessing games going on here.
Yeah.
He's just going for your legs. Today's leg day. Grab your legs.
We've already seen William do some damage with the legs. Keeps on doing that. And wow, those series of moves proving to be very detrimental to Emmanuel as we head into the final 20 minutes of this round. William coming in very, very strong. Final knockout punch comes out.
Final game. Potential winner game for William here to win this match. and this is a really bad start for Emmanuel. Going to get pushed to the wall and should be able to get a nice wall damage. That's guaranteed. You have to block this mix, and that should be game. William should take it, and Emmanuel lays back and knows, yeah, we are done here.
Wow.
Congratulations to William for being the second champion
of the chosen championships.
So,
yeah,
what
that
do you think
was
about that? What do you think?
Brilliant move. I mean, in that final round, you could see he wanted this. The way he even closed it out and to make a game set match. I salute you, William. You are the champion. You are the chosen one for the Tekken 7 chosen championships. Kudos to you. I hope you do
big ups.
Well. I asked him earlier what he was going to do with the money and said he was going to save it, but maybe he should try to go celebrate a bit.
Oh no! Right now, the economy no good anywhere. So, Charlie, for save I'm small.
But what if the Togo economy good?
Oh, that one. I go Togo.
Well, congratulations to William. You are the chosen one for the Tekken 7 Championships. Thank you, Zeke, for joining me on the broadcast for the Tekken 7 Championships. It was a pleasure. But don't go anywhere. There's still some more action to come. Remember, we've got Mortal Kombat 11 coming. We've got FIFA 23 coming. Do not touch that dial. We are coming in with more fire.
esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Relax.
All right, so we're back live off on the Chosen Championship 2023, and we are about to get into the final match, the very final game of the day. It is the FIFA 23 final clash between Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports and, of course, John Kennedy of Roots Esports team. These two have so far proved to be the top two in this tournament, and now they are coming up against each other to get us the final winner. And so, yes, I'm definitely sure you're going to be seeing Guy Kobe playing in blue and Kennedy playing in the white kit, and Slimon is here as usual to give us the cast of the match. So here we go.
Super hyped for this one. The top two in the FIFA community going at it, and that first chance coming in as Kennedy grabbing that first goal. Well, seems like that was a test of a match. Sorry to give you different mixed messages, but we are surely ready for the final. Kennedy of Roots Esports, Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports going at each other. Promises to be exciting. These two have battled their way through 108 players. They are finally at the final stages. Vespa, you've been asking people predictions. Or is it that your predictions are not coming to pass, so you don't want to tell us anymore?
Oh no, come on. I've had some coming to pass, but then I'm just not sure about these two players. Is there any history behind these two? Have they have they faced each other in any tournament before? Do you remember anything of that sort?
Well, I heard yesterday that there was some kind of underground training sessions going on.
Right.
I'm not going to mention the scores to maybe create any mixed messages, but they've been playing against each other. They know each other so
behind the scenes.
And it's a very, very balanced game. I must say, Kennedy, one of the best attackers I've seen. Guy Kobe, we've seen what he can do when he wants to defend. And that second leg against Wonder Kid, we saw him when he wanted to defend. He prevented him. He totally shut Wonder Kid down. And if he can do that against Kennedy, if he grabs a goal, then surely he is going to be crowned a champion. But we are ready to go for this one. Kennedy in that white, kicking from right to left on the attack currently as Messi decides to drive back that ball into Ramos, and Guy Kobe reads it very, very well, intercepts that pass and can create an attack of his own. But it's just a very, very dynamic game, judging from what we've seen throughout the whole tournament. If you look at the road to the final for both of these guys, they did not have it easy. Guy Kobe struggled in the groups a bit and then really put his marker on in that knockout rounds. Kennedy also started very slow in the group stages. I remember he was quite struggling there, but Guy Kobe with the first chance just wide off of that post. Well, interesting. There's some more different messages coming in. Kennedy is in the blue actually, so it was Kennedy who just missed wide off of that post. Renato Sanchez almost smashing it into the back of the net. But I was telling you about how the road was for them. Kennedy struggled a bit in the group stages. Knockout stages, we saw a bit of difficulties in there for him, but the main man is here. The Roots Esports man has found his way into that final, facing up against Guy Kobe in a game where I call the old gen versus the new gen. We'll see how that pans out. Verratti looking to get at that driven one in Guy Kobe. His first crack at that defense of Kennedy. Mbappe, here comes Kennedy again. We are surely going to see those brilliant triggering runs that we've seen. And Mbappe on the roll, ball roll scoop into Renato Sanchez. Only does green time that shot, but a very big block from Guy Kobe at the right place at the right time, prevent him from grabbing that first goal in this game. 20 minutes gone, Vespa. Are you loving what you're seeing?
Not yet. I would love to see goals, but then of course, like you said, it's a cagey encounter right here, and both players just looking to test out each other's pulse early on. So probably will take a while before the goals start coming in, but then I just want to see goals now.
Well, Vespa is in for all the goals, but we've seen Guy Kobe totally shut down Wonder Kid in the game where it ended 0-0. So we could see another 0-0 game. Well, Guy Kobe shifting the goalkeeper, Kennedy not noticing at that point in time, but mind games, a little bit of mind games ongoing there. Kennedy still onto the ball. In FIFA 22, we've told you what patience can do, but this time around, patience not paying dividends for the Roots Esports man as Guy Kobe comes away with it. But this is a match deserving to be called a final. Both players have played their hearts out. They deserve to be here. Reminder, Guy Kobe beating Wonder Kid in that semi-final by 2-0. Kennedy emphatically winning 5-1. They've got different storylines to tell, and anybody who wins, they are well-deserving champions. Here comes Hakimi. Kobe, who hasn't really attacked well in this game. I've not seen those crisp passes that he was given against Wonder Kid in this game.
You have consistently rated Kennedy as a top 3 attacker in FIFA 23, but then what would be your rating for Guy Kobe?
Brilliant move, brilliant finish. Guy Kobe using that meta step over to get round that defender, and Kylian Mbappe mixing up a bit as Guy Kobe, Osmos Esports, the well-experienced man,
the OG.
Well, using that well-oiled PSG machine, grabbing that first goal of the game. The step over is always in that space. So deadly, grabs that first goal of the game. And now we have to see Kennedy's attacking. I've raved and raved about this kid's attacking. He has to put it on display on the biggest game of the day. Guy Kobe putting on a very, very strong performance in the first half of our final. Mind you, our final is just one leg. So if Guy Kobe manages to win the game, he is going to be our chosen one. But we've already seen Guy Kobe where he's taking the lead against Wonder Kid. A reminder, that second leg, he completely shuts him out. He didn't even make him score one goal. Could we see the same thing from Kobe? Wow, that is going to be very, very interesting. But we've raved about Kennedy's attacking. Do you think Kennedy has a goal in this final?
You should be telling me, Simon. to be frank, you should be giving me all that info, because as much as Kennedy is good with his attacking, definitely Kobe seems to be up there with his defending as well. But
Kennedy has that turn to find that finish. He always seems to be green time in the shots. He does not want to leave any doubt as Neymar with his weaker foot smashes it into the back of the net. We are level. It's game time now. Both players have a goal on board, and the final is heated in the right position. Very fortunate for him. Marquinhos just couldn't hold on to that. Guy Kobe would be frustrated with that goal there. Should we say it wasn't his attacking brilliance that created him that chance, but some pressing coming in there from Kennedy warrants him that goal?
Well, most definitely. I mean, the press is always necessary, especially when your opponent can, just make errors in that defensive department. Your press will be required to help you, grasp an advantage of errors like that. So, well, kudos to Kennedy. Well, there still was some intelligence at play right here, because that shot could have just gone way off target, but then he was able to green time.
Green time finish for me. He's mastered that to a pulp, and well, it has done their wonders for him. He's green timed that one, and he's grabbed the equalizer. In the game, we're trying to find that over the top through ball, which has worked for him all tournament long. But this time around, Guy Kobe reads it very, very well. Grabs the ball with just 3 minutes to go in our final. Guy Kobe, Wonder Kid, 1 goal apiece. Nothing to separate both sides with just 2 minutes to go in our first half. Here comes Kobe. Surely he's got that final attack of the first half. Verratti turning, looking for that open space with Ramos in attacking areas, but one pass too many, and time runs out for him as we head into halftime of our final. The 5,000 Ghana cedi game is here now, people. The 5,000 Ghana cedi game is here now, people. Both of these guys are already guaranteed 3,000 cedis, because if you play second, you've got 3,000 cedis. But who can go a step further and add an additional 2,000 cedis is the big question for the final, as Guy Kobe and Kennedy face off in this one.
That's quite some expensive match right here being played. So much stakes involved. Can you imagine just playing one game of your life to win 5,000 cedis? Well, definitely, it is big. And shout shouts to Chosen for bringing this together. Shouts to Sebastian Burden for birthing his idea and making it happen. And I mean, bringing together the community at least to get rewarded for their efforts in gaming. Really, really lovely times right here. Chosen is definitely here to stay.
Well, brilliant idea from Chosen. Bringing this one to pass. Kobe almost regaining his lead. A very, very good move down that right. A brilliant cutback, but well read by Kennedy. Very, very well anticipated, I should say, because in those moments you are caught between two minds. Is he going to pass or is he going to keep dribbling into space? But Kennedy read that very, very well. As 53 minutes gone, still 1-1. A very, very cagey game. We've seen Kennedy's fluid attacks, not many as we used to see, but it's the final. The pressure is on, the pressure cooker is on, and both of these guys are feeling the heat. Brilliant player look to find Mbappe in that space. I must say, I must commend Kennedy for that move there. We've spoken about the German cross. Well, this time around, it wasn't a German cross, just the normal cross, but the triggering of those runs is what is making the difference for Kennedy. A brilliant trigger, found his man, but just couldn't beat Donnarumma with that volley. Kennedy attacking in all areas.
I'm sure that was a Ghanaian cross, because I mean, with the fact that it didn't work makes it Ghanaian.
Wow. Neymar turning, well, Kobe almost threading one into Mbappe, but it is now getting into that end-to-end stage now. Both players know that it's just left to 13 game minutes to crown our champion. Is it going to be Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports or Kennedy Roots Esports? Is he going to add another trophy to what has been a brilliant FIFA 23 season for him? Sanchez. Here comes Kennedy once again. Messi. Neymar, the runs are coming in from Kennedy once again. The Portuguese Sanchez now has the ball, but Kennedy is surely going to take his time to assess the options. Goes back into Hakimi. Goes for that triggered one once again. Well, the German cross this time around coming in. Sergio Ramos just can't get his head onto the ball, but another brilliant play from Kennedy. Just watch those runs. They are very crucial to his game, and he almost grabbed a possible winner from that cross. Sanchez. Guy Kobe probably has done his homework with Kennedy. Once you're about to play Kennedy, you know what you're going to face, but it's so difficult to stop him. But at this moment, the Osmos Esports man is doing the best he can to hold Kennedy back. What a brilliant game. 2 goals. We've got 2 very, very brilliant goals to tell you about, and there's more to come. 30 minutes to go. Neymar. Well, that's Messi into Ramos. The play came down that right with Guy Kobe looking for that space to break through. Messi, very good pass into Neymar, but the aggressive defending from Marquinhos is what sets him apart from the rest. The Brazilian at the back. The block at the back for PSG. That's the business. Here comes the run of Hakimi once again. The trademark from Kennedy. Can he seal it off with a goal? Does find that pass. The extra pass into Mbappe. As expected. The runs from Hakimi. We've said this time and time again. The Roots Esports man, deadly on those runs. Finds that pass. Finds the extra pass. And grabs the goal. What a move and what a finish to crown it all.
Definitely an amazing move right there. The usage of the byline always guarantees you getting a goal, and like you have always said, Kennedy definitely knows how to exploit all these attacking options. And wow, what a player he is. The man is really in form. He is on some red hot blazing form right here. This is definitely going to add to his laurels, and this year alone that would be about his fourth. Wow, amazing.
I'll clarify that for you. But if you're on the stream watching and you're done watching, go back to that goal. There's something to learn from there. Once you play it back, I told you that Kennedy always makes decoy runs. He made another decoy run with Mbappe, but tricked him with that pass into Hakimi. That is what beat Guy Kobe and gave him that pass to find that empty space. Kennedy triggering runs left, right, center. He's got 13 minutes to hold on to this one. He could be the chosen one, but Guy Kobe stands in his way. 2 goals to 1 in favor of the Roots Esports man. Here comes Kobe. Sanchez, Neymar. We see Kobe clutching these situations. Whoa! But it still finds the back of the net. Guy Kobe.
Game on.
Well, this has been his 2 goals, and it's been the same move that has
hold on,
gotten the
Slimo.
goals.
You're
The
missing.
stepovers.
You're missing something right here. Have you just realized that there's a battle of celebrations also going on? Now each of these players are really pulling up interest in celebrations. Earlier on we saw Neymar doing the samba dance.
Just look at that bright smile on Guy Kobe's face. He knew that once he had red-timed that finish, the likelihood of him missing was high. But it seems like the FIFA gods blessed him, and he's grabbed a goal out of that, and we are level once again. We are back to square one, 2-2. The Roots Esports man just couldn't hold on to that lead, and Guy Kobe, with all of his experience, roars back into this final. What a final we've had. We still don't know who's going to win, and we are all excited for this. Here comes the deadly man, Hakimi, Sanchez, Mbappe. What a move! A goal deserving to be called a title-clinching goal. My goodness, this guy is just on fire. You know what I love about that goal? In that moment, you think he's going for the step over, but he went for that dummy step over, goes for the different directive, smashes that into the back of the net, and when he green ties that finish, you know you're in trouble. Guy Kobe in hot waters right now.
Well, a few minutes on the clock. Guy Kobe has proven that he's capable of getting goals when he wants it, but then he is running out of time for this one. But then, well, that was an amazing goal. Was that a cancel on the step over, or what was it?
It was just a shift in direction. Usually when you're doing those step overs, you're going into one direction, but Kennedy has mastered this. He's at his fingertips. He's able to shift direction, and he's 3 minutes away from becoming the FIFA 23 chosen one. Verratti, Kennedy holding on to the ball so dearly, goes to the corner line, goes to the byline. Kennedy holding on. He's 2 minutes away now. Guy Kobe going to throw all this at him. Step over Neymar.
Do you know what's
holding on to the ball?
Do you know what's happening right here? Now, Guy Kobe over this tournament has been, marked as the best time management player, and now Kennedy is just using his own pale against him.
He's 2 minutes away. Surely he's crowned champion. Kennedy.
And look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Crowned champion. A well-deserved victory for Kennedy. Surely the best final I've witnessed in FIFA 23 this year.
Definitely.
We salute you all, you two guys. You guys have been incredible. What a day it has been. Salute to you, Kennedy.
Now that was a beautiful match, deserving to be called a final, a grand final. There were goals, and there was stiff competition as well. 3-2 the final scoreline was. Just one goal separating both sides. But then of course, Kennedy has now proven that he is indeed top of the list when it comes to gamers in the country.
When you speak of top of the list, I spoke to Kennedy before they started the match. I asked them, you have won 3 tournaments this year. If you add the biggest one, arguably of the year, to that collection, are you deserving to be called the best in FIFA 22 when it comes to Ghana? And he said yes. So I'll speak to him once again. That is this performance warranting him to be called the best? Do you agree that he's the best this year?
Well, I think he is. Big ups. Came in earlier in the year, showing
I saw
some.
Choice, but also going on a rampage. You also won like 3 tournaments straight. But in the end, it's not about how you start.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
about how
you
finish. And Kennedy, what a brilliant finish to the
Definitely
season.
some strong finishing right there from Kennedy, the man from the Roots Esports team, and their manager. The team owner is in the building. I'm sure he's smiling ear to ear right now from that brilliant performance of his athletes, and definitely he has made them proud. Roots Esports all the way. They are the champions. Kennedy is the champion. But then we are just going to be speaking to them. We are going to have some short interview with them to get to know how their feelings were going through when they were in that final match. Guy Kobe and of course Kennedy will be joining us right after this break, and also the presentations are going to follow, so don't go anywhere. We are just about finishing the chosen 2023 championship. Thank you all on the stream. Thank you everybody watching from around the world for sticking and staying. But then let's just finish this in grand style. We'll be back after the break.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they... Esports talk.
All right, so we're back in the building. Eventually, we are at the end of the chosen championship, and I am now joined here by the finalists of the FIFA 23 clash, which seemed to be the biggest grand final amongst the other, finals. Of course, there was a very fierce Mortal Kombat final right there between Baby Fox and Fizzy. Unfortunately, because of some technicalities, the match couldn't come live. But then, let me inform you that Baby Fox emerged champion in that clash against Fizzy, and it was quite a match to behold. I'm sure probably the recording will be played out later as you follow our pages, EsportsGhana. And also the Tekken final also came on, and we had a winner, William, coming all the way from Togo to win this one. Quite big. But then the big men of the FIFA scene have joined us right here. So I'm here with Guy Kobe and of course Kennedy right there, and of course my brother Slimo. Let's just get to talk to them, get to know of their feelings, and what is going on in their mind right now. Kobe, how did that final go for you? Tell me.
It wasn't my day. The game was working against me completely, and it's one of those days. No matter what you do, you are going to lose that match. That was what FIFA was trying to do. The game was scripted from the start, so I lost. Unfortunately, I couldn't come out victorious the way I wanted to, but it's all right. I'll come back later.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people would have imagined you winning because, come on, you beat Wonder Kid in that semi-final match. But then, just when you needed to make another step ahead against Kennedy, well, you have just said that things didn't happen the right way for you. But come on, in the game, you went down, came back. You equalized, went down again, equalized, and then Kennedy just whipped you. What do you have to say about Kennedy's gameplay?
Oh, he's a very great player, but he should give all his times to FIFA today. The game just worked for him, that's all.
Well, here is Kobe, giving acknowledgement to, the game mechanisms working in favor of Kennedy. But then, Slimo, let's find out what Kennedy thinks as well.
Well, first of all, Kennedy Roots Esports, congratulations. How are you feeling after winning?
I feel good, because it's the biggest and toughest tournament this year, and then it kind of sees me as the best player in the country. I don't think anyone would object to that now. Because I beat also a great player in terms of like the FIFA scene in Ghana from the start to now, and then it was a good match. Yeah.
A very, very good game. Let's delve deeper into that game. Now, when Guy Kobe scored, from the outside, it was looking like you had no chance of scoring. And then he just said the FIFA gods blessed you. But could you see maybe what's your pressing that really gave you the opportunity?
I would say, the FIFA gods on my side, but I would say, yeah, I'll just say like they forgot on my side. Yeah.
Interesting. And now I've called you one of the best attackers on the game. Did you just feel like anytime Kobe scored, you were going to score because you just knew a way to get through him?
Yeah, I saw a weakness, and then even though he still tracked it, I knew that like no matter what, it was still work. That was Hakimi. He has been like my star man. Like he's the star man in terms of like my strategy, but most people realize it, but I just know how to play like with him. Yeah.
Now it looks like Kennedy is on some very big bragging right here, but then of course he has won all that bragging rights, and not just that, he has also won 5,000 Ghana cedis for himself. What are you doing with that money, Kennedy?
I'll save the money. I'll save it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, savings and loans.
Well, that money is going into savings for Kennedy. Well, maybe for some future investment and anything of that sort. But then here is the end. We are going to now have our presentations. Of course, Sebastian is going to join us right here. Maybe give us some final words and of course present the checks to our finalists. We'll be right back after this short break for all of that.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work.
All right, welcome back to the Chosen Championship, and we are here now with the presentations. And currently on your screens is the champion of the Tekken 7 Championship, and of course our very beautiful lady here, Alexis, is doing us the honors of presenting that 2,000 Ghana cedis check to the winner of the Tekken Championship. An applause for William, please. I'm sure your host can kindly give him an applause for that. All right, so congratulations to you, William, for pulling through as a champion. And so he's walking home with 2,000 Ghana cedis. All right, now thank you. You can make way for our next winner. Oh yes, it's yours. Please carry that away. Yes, great. Carry home your tournament. All right, now we are going to have the next presentation coming up. The winner of the Mortal Kombat tournament right there. He is going to be walking home with 5,000 Ghana cedis. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our champion, Baby Fox. Wow, baby, how are you feeling?
I'm extremely happy right now. Like, I'm unbelievably happy.
Well, definitely, if you are winning 5,000 Ghana cedis, you will be unbelievably happy. And so, to do us the honors of the presentation, we are going to have the president of the association, Mr. Kwesi Hayford, to help us, with that presentation. He is going to come through and present the winner of course, the Mortal Kombat Championship. So, he is going to come in with that dummy check and do the presentation to our champion. And then afterwards, we are going to have the presentation for FIFA as well. And so here we go, our champion of the Mortal Kombat Championship, Baby Fox, walking home with 5,000 Ghana cedis from the Chosen 2023 Championship. Congratulations to you, sir. Please give me a share of the money. Yeah, definitely I will do well to do that. All right, so that is it about the presentation, and now we are going to be moving. Thank you, sir, for coming on board. Oh yes, sure. Please, Baby Fox, come back right here. Yes, let's get some more pictures with Chosen himself. Chosen, please come in. Yeah, right there. Great. All right, so a second presentation, from Sebastian Burden to
Can we hold it for
Baby Fox. Yeah, of course. You can hold it and shake hands. Great. A proper presentation now, ladies and gentlemen. Our champion for the Mortal Kombat Championship.
Baby Fox, I bet it against you. I'm sorry. Okay?
All right. Well, definitely he's proved you wrong.
Yes.
All right, boy, that money is all yours. Congratulations. Now, Chosen, stay here with me.
One more.
Yes, one more presentation. That is going to be for the champion of our FIFA 23 Championship. And he is none other than John Kennedy of Roots Esports. An applause, ladies and gentlemen. Great. And so, Chosen, yes, please do us the honors.
Excuse me.
All right, there you go. Okay, so our champion of the FIFA 23 Championship also walking home with 5K a big K, a capital K, 5,000 Ghana cedis for John Kennedy. He proved that his talent and his hard work has come in deserving of this big check. Now, how much are you giving me? I know you're going to be saving a lot. We'll talk, right? All right. So congratulations to Kennedy, our champion, and that is about it. Thank you, Chosen, for the presentations. Now, before we wrap up, we are going to be taking a short message from Chosen. Thank you, Kennedy. You can welcome with your check. Yeah, make sure to cash it out very soon.
That's yours. You gotta take.
All right. So let's get your final words for this tournament as we wrap up now.
I want to thank Vespa and the incredible team that helped commentate and cast this. That's Sly. That's everybody else who's been involved. What a fantastic team. I want to take time to thank Kwesi and the Esports Association of Ghana. I want to take time to thank Alexis of GBC. She came down. I want to thank Odium Game Hub and everybody who I'm forgetting to mention right now because we're running out of time. I want you to know this means the world to me, and it's all about connecting us. And I feel connected to my boy Vespa. I feel connected to everybody here involved, so that's the most important thing, man. And we're going to do another one bigger next year. We got some big announcements. Stay tuned, stay godlike, stay chosen, and thank you for coming and checking out the Chosen Championship 2023, baby. I'm out of here, and so are we. See you later.
All right, see you later. As the wrapping of note, and please do well to follow Chosen on the socials, of course, to get more information about what will be coming up next. My name has been Vespa Kofi Sapon. I was your proud host for the Chosen tournament. I did this with my brother Slimor and of course Zeke, who joined us today for the fighting games. This is where we wrap up. Chosen 2023 is over, but then of course stick and stay. Follow Esports Ghana for all the juice that will be coming up for several tournaments. It is goodbye for now.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due.